All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, let's go. Lucy. Okay, here we go.
On first down, Bortles. Flush to his right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 62 yards. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, he'll be able to float.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
26.
The give is to Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. They go down with it again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
46.
Throwing, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Fights him off. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception. And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round,
That's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back, Charles Davis. Bortles to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They find Yeldon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
380. 380. Hey, spread right. 11 B. 11 B. Spread right. Snap.
On second down, here's Bortles. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On third and long, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Get out. Gun. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. And finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Awesome. Switch in 8.
Prescott now on second down, being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Again to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Second down, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, it's Prescott. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Here we go, 46.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And it's up and good. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go. Mike 39, Lucy.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. To throw is Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run through, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We're going to 54. Why ain't? 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of it.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Jags grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The throw is Bortles, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Bortles will try again on second down. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now Bortles, forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Prescott now. It's caught. Smith. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught at the 7. Oh, no, he lost the football. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, swing. We're going to 54. Why? 26.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Bortles now on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey. Here we go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Lucy.
Working from the gun. It's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
26.
Prescott on 1st down. Airing it out for Hearns. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Completes it to Hearns. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Prescott now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Prescott to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Sunday. Go right. Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
380. Hey, spread left. 54, Ricky. Here we go.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
72.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
26.
Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Jags,
Oh.